Lesson 9. In Lesson 9, we're going to be supplying the predicate, and I am going to give you the subject. So we are going to construct sentences, that means build sentences, by supplying a predicate, that means giving a predicate, to each of the following subjects. To find a suitable predicate, you ask yourself the question, the subject does what? The subject does what? And I'm going to ask that question for you each time. If there are any words that you don't know what they might mean, I will tell you what they mean, and I will spell those words out for you that I think you won't know what they are. So number 1, remember, before we start, remember capital letters and full stops, write neatly. Number 1, artists do what? So artists paint, that would be or artists draw, or artists illustrate, right? Find a nice predicate, something that's not too boring, please, but it needs to be true, and it needs to fit the subject. So number 1, artists do what? Number 2, sailors do what? 3, tides, that's the high tide and low tide of the sea, tides do what? 4, whales do what? 5, gentlemen do what? 6, swine is a word meaning pigs. Swine do what? 7, clouds do what? 8, girls do what? 9, fruit does what? 10, powder does what? 11, hail does what? 12, foxes do what? 13, water does what? 14, frost does what? 15, man does what? 16, blood does what? 17, kings do what? 18, lilies is a kind of flower. It grows near water usually, and it's quite soft. Its petals are soft. Lilies do what? 19, roses do what? 20, wheels do what? 21, waves do what? 22, dew does what? 23, boys do what? 24, volcanoes do what? 25, storms do what? 26, politicians, Politicians. A politician is somebody like a local city councillor or a member of parliament or a member of the House of Lords. Politicians do what? 27, serpents are snakes, Serpents. Serpents do what? 28, chimneys do what? 29, owls do what? 30, rivers do what? 31, nations do what? 32, Indians do what? 33, grain is the seeds of wheat or oats or barley. Grain does what? 34, rogues. A rogue is somebody who causes trouble, causes fights or tricks people, cheats people, steals, that kind of thing. Rogues, R-O-G-U-E-S, rogues do what? 35, Rome. That's a city. Rome does what? 36, briars, B-R-I-A-R-S. Briars, that's like a blackberry bush, a thorn bush. B-R-I-A-R-S. Briars do what? And that's the end of lesson number 9.